Good morning, everyone, and happy Tuesday. Thanks for joining me for News 5 Now at 8:05. I'm Shimani Baker. We started off with another chilly day this morning. If you are headed out sometime soon, whether to work or school, make sure you grab maybe a lightweight jacket because it is chillier than it has been, which is perfect for me. I am over the summer temperatures, as I told y'all yesterday. I am just happy that it finally feels like fall. We are keeping an eye on a number of stories for you. Stick with us now for News 5 Now.
Brought to you by Green and Phillips Injury Lawyers, covering news from your neighborhood and around the world. News 5 Now starts right now.
Well, if you've joined us before, you know the drill. We always start off with our big stories this morning. Number 5, the Gaza ceasefire is still holding, despite Israeli strikes Sunday that killed dozens of Palestinians. Israel says the strikes were in retaliation for Hamas killing 2 soldiers. Number 4. Florida's Attorney General is issuing subpoenas to online gaming platform Roblox. James Atmore wants to know about the game's age verification requirements and how chat rooms are moderated. Roblox executives are also required to hand over documents relating to collecting children's data. Number 3. The new HBO documentary, The Alabama Solution, is sparking many conversations around prison reform and re-entry for former inmates. According to the state's corrections department, close to 30% of people released from prison are rearrested when they don't have the proper re-entry support. The nonprofit Shepherd's Fold is working to help former inmates re-enter society once they are released. Director of Operations Trent Redwine says he understands firsthand the benefit of an organization like Shepherd's Fold. He says only 3% of those who go through the program reoffend. Number 2. We now know the name of an upcoming exhibit that honors Jimmy Buffett at the National Maritime Museum of the Gulf. Museum representatives say Son of a Sailor, the Jimmy Buffett experience, will feature more than 130 artifacts, rare footage, and a concert experience to celebrate the Gulf Coast natives' legacy. The exhibit is expected to open in September. I'm really excited for this one. I know a lot of people are. And number 1 for us this morning, today the Mobile City Council is expected to decide the fate of Fat Tuesday. Police say the restaurant and bar on St. Stephen's Road has been the source of dozens of 911 calls in recent years and should be shut down. So we are expecting a vote on that today. We will continue to update that story after the city council meeting. Let's move things over to our question of the day. Today, that question is: how many seasons should a coach get before their job is in jeopardy? Let's look at the comments here. Someone says, I think most people would agree to give a coach time to get his players on the field and then another year after that. I say 3 to 4 max. What's crazy now is these buyouts. In Auburn's case, if they make a change, I believe they need to hire someone young with proven success at a lower level, someone that knows the high school coaches in the South and is hungry to succeed, someone that wants a break and wants to make a name for themselves. Rex says 2 days like everyone else, but that's where I his boss. His contract probably says something a little different. Absolutely it does. And again, to Tommy's point, there's buyouts now in these contracts, so regardless if they are fired or not, they'll still be living pretty well. Someone says that depends on what kind of state the program was in when he took over. You can't expect a coach to have a winning season if the program was in shambles when he took over. Now, I agree with that. Reginald says it depends. Of course it does. Recruitment quality, injuries, experience, practice resources, etc. I want to know from you all, if you're watching this live, what would you say? How long do you think a coach should be able to get his foot in the door and reconstruct the team before they say, you know what, this just isn't working? Let's hear from y'all. We've got 9 people watching. I'll come back to the chat in a second. Let's head over to our poll of the day and see what is happening on that front. Our poll today is, do you think the Louvre jewelry thieves will be caught? That's a good question. What do you all think? That's a hot topic right now. We reported on this yesterday on News 5 this morning. Let's see what the comments are saying. Natalie says, I think they need to hire more people to secure the rest of the items they have. No job is useless until it's not. I've been to the Louvre twice and never been to those rooms. That's interesting. 6 people say yes, they do think they'll be caught. 19 people say no. Not a lot of votes on this yet, but I'm sure later today those votes will go up. What would y'all say? Amelia says, I hope not. If you can pull that off in broad daylight, then you should get to keep them. Plus, all that stuff is stolen anyway. Julia says, nope. So what else are people saying? Chrissy says they dropped a crown and broke in on the way out. It is likely that they left some evidence throughout their carelessness. If the French detectives are diligent, they could be tracked down. Well, we'll certainly have to update this story because I was invested in this. I actually couldn't believe that it did happen in broad daylight. And I believe in 4 minutes is what we reported. All of those items that are so invaluable were stolen within 4 minutes. That is crazy, y'all. But we want to hear from you. What do you think? Do you think the thieves will be caught? Let us know. All you have to do is to head over to our Facebook page if you haven't already. Like and subscribe to the Facebook page first, and then you can comment on those questions and polls of the day, and we'll share some of your responses right here on News 5 Now. Until then, y'all have a great Tuesday, and I will see you back here tomorrow morning at the same time. Don't forget, Devin Walsh will be live on our broadcast, Channel 5, with your news. Caroline Carruthers is back today. She will have your weather, and Simone Sherrod will have your traffic updates. Y'all have a great Tuesday. Make sure you try to stay warm. I know this is a little different for us down here in the South, but don't forget, it's fall. It should feel like this. So if you need that jacket, make sure you got it handy today. Y'all have a great day. I'll see y'all later.
Covering news from your neighborhood and around the world. You are watching News 5 Now. Brought to you by Green & Phillips Injury Lawyers.